Welcome to another episode of Robbie Comics. My name is Robbie, and these are comics. Okay, continuing on with the Sensational She-Hulk read-through series, we are up to issue 3. As you can see from the front cover, we've got Spider-Man making an appearance in this issue. And I have to say, this is probably one of the more messed up issues of the She-Hulk series. You'll see why in a minute, but it does get pretty macabre. So be warned, there is some weird stuff happening in this episode. So let's get straight to it. So first page, we got Spider-Man doing his usual web slinging stuff, swinging through the city, and he clocks that Mysterio is making some kind of a getaway. You can see sort of smoke and mirrors down here, getting into a car and just driving away because he doesn't have any actual superpowers. It's just kind of hilarious. But yeah, so Spider-Man recognizes him and starts to pursue Mysterio to see what's going on. And we shoot back to the lab. Yeah, this is where the macabre stuff begins. You've got the sort of goons that had kidnapped She-Hulk, and you saw at the end of the episode, or the last issue, that they had pretty much a big circular saw blade coming up to She-Hulk's throat, and yeah, they pretty much take off her head, which is really messed up, but it gets worse, trust me. So then we have basically She-Hulk's kind of decapitated head, making some witty humor and bants, as it were, getting the old pie to the face. I won't bother reading through that. You guys could probably read through that on your own if you want to. Okay, so back to Spider-Man. He manages to catch up with Mysterio, and then he basically steals Mysterio's money. At the end of the episode last time, he got like $3 million or something. But then Spider-Man's like, it's like, what I really can't figure out is why you spend so much time and effort to protect a briefcase full of cut newspaper and play money. And Mysterio's like, play money? They double-crossed me. So Mysterio basically tells Spider-Man what's going on and where he got the money from and what's happening with those scientist guys whose names I can't even think about remembering. Yeah, so we cut back to the lab where the weird fake Doc Ock / bird / unicorn thing escapes, starts flying around the room, and then the lady with all the weird appendages coming out of her head start wrapping him up and sort of tying him down. And then Spider-Man comes to the rescue, kind of. He manages to subdue the weird abomination. Talks to the lady with the weird head. And she's like, oh, well, actually, I'm a bad guy. And smacks him in the chest with a weird mallet type thing. Obviously sends Spider-Man flying. And she shoots a bunch of crazy... This person's like abilities is insane. Like, I don't even understand what her powers are, other than her head can just make stuff happen. Like, I don't understand it. It's so messed up. But not as messed up as what you see on the next page. So you see She-Hulk's decapitated head in some kind of chamber. And she's like, She-Hulk, oh my gosh, what have you done to her? And he's just like... they just basically stuck this collar on She-Hulk's like severed torso and just like, behold an opponent you dare not defeat, and just starts controlling She-Hulk's body and like trying to beat the crap out of Spider-Man. Oh man, this episode is just messed up. And then She-Hulk's actual head starts to come back to life, and she's literally just like, what the... There's the rest of me, what's going on here? She's just looking at her own body, just like being used as like a puppet by these like creepy science guys. And yeah, so then She-Hulk manages to catch, well, She-Hulk's body manages to capture Spider-Man and kind of like knock him out a little bit, just slams him into a wall. And yeah, so we're back at, we've seen this guy, so this is like the law firm that I think want to hire She-Hulk. But yeah, there's some brief stuff happening in there, but then this is the other messed up bit. So they take the head of the weird cockatrice guy, who's actually just a regular Joe, and then they put his body on She-Hulk's body. Like, what is that? That is insane. What have you done to me this time? Oh man, the stuff they put in this comic, seriously. So you've got this usual, oh, what have you done to me? Put me back to where I was, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts losing his mind. Understandably, you know, he's literally just trying to figure out what's happening to him. Sorry, the light is ridiculous. Can I just, it's not going to do anything? No, I'm just making it worse. Okay, never mind. And she was like, hey, watch it. I can't exactly duck, you know. Oh, love it. So then this guy starts going on a bit of a rampage. Starts trashing the lab and, you know, fighting Spider-Man, fighting the lady with the weird head that can generate or create random stuff. He's like, find me a way to give me Spider-Man's. And he's like, hello. And then, boof. So then Spider-Man punches off that guy's head. And he's just like, oh God, what have I done? He's like, oh no, I didn't punch his head off. I wasn't really attached, just wired to this cut. He's like, oh, okay, it's fine. Let me just go and put She-Hulk's head back on now. And then we kind of like skip to this scene where, yeah, he's like, well, what do you say we just take that part as read and cut straight to the chase? So She-Hulk's head is now reattached to her body. They're chasing after the scientist guys that are trying to make a getaway. And Spider-Man basically just puts She-Hulk in front of the big mech that they're using to run away and just like tears it in half. Absolutely rinses it. It's great. And yeah, so once she absolutely destroys it, she obviously catches up with the goons. One of them tries to run away, and she's like, "Oh no, you don't!" And then just like captures them up and riles them up. Boof. Punches the Gorilla Man in the face. And then they get webbed up by Spider-Man. They get towed away by the police. But this is the weirdest part. So inside the weird, creepy collar thing, there's actually like a head. And he's like, when I peeked inside the controller collar, I found a tiny little vestigial head. Pretty disgusting, if I may say so. That's gross. Oh man. So yeah, so that's basically it. That was issue 3. Like I said, very weird, very macabre. You don't see a story like that in any other cartoon series or comic series, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That's Sensational She-Hulk issue 3. Again, nothing crazy groundbreaking, but it was just messed up. And yeah, I'm not too sure if I should feel mortified that they basically cut She-Hulk's head off in a children's comic and put it on and put, you know, bodies or other people's heads on her body. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that was it for today. So thank you very much for watching as always. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this issue. I thought it was hilarious and a little bit creepy at the same time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching as always. Peace out and stay crispy.